Welcome to the Scale Builders Guide. I got it in there. Yes.
I know.
Yeah.
And
Welcome,
I'm
everyone.
Distracted.
I'm faster again at saying hello. Hope everybody can hear us fine.
Yes. Let us know if audio sounds good. Check in where you're at. Late. We're on time. 6 o'clock
it's 9,
on the dot.
9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Cheers, everybody. I'm having a pink drink, and Josh is having a
blackberry bubbly.
Blackberry bubbly. Welcome.
I'm having blackberry bubbly in an ice pack.
Yes. Would you like to explain why you've got an ice pack today?
I would just like to say that I'm as fast as Matt now. However, there was an incident. And now I have an ice pack on me.
A mild incident.
Yeah. So, yep.
That's,
There'll be more to come.
Welcome everybody to the show. This one's all about injuries sustained while RCing.
This is definitely not a first. I've hurt myself with RC several times.
Oh man, same. Not nearly as probably not at the same speed though.
I mean, I think the worst injury I ever had was here on the bench, like at this bench. That one that when I dropped my radio and smashed the throttle and it throat punched me and then crawled my face. Yeah, on 4S. It literally just throat punched and then crawled. grabbed a Hyrax grip full of t-shirt and just and I never run Predator compound except that time.
That's why you never run it.
Predator compound and cotton, just perfect. Oh, so mad.
Ouch.
This one's definitely we'll see. This could be the worst. I got home quickly. I'm icing. I've taken ibuprofen, Aleve, and will.
Yeah, you're gonna possibly relax a little bit tnoght. You know, we're not gonna do any calisthenics.
I'm not gonna be doing jumping, yogging. So,
no yogging this weekend.
Yogging.
I can't wait till I've already seen what happened, but I can't wait until everybody else gets to see it. I think it's gonna be great.
It was in perfect view. Well, it was caught on camera.
Yeah, it was mostly caught on camera. So Monthly Mayhem, remaining humble this week because this is new to me. First of all, I haven't gone this fast before in a challenge.
Oh, that's right.
Like
this is your new top speed.
This is my new top speed.
In a solid axle vehicle.
Yeah, it's 57 miles per hour. Not too shabby. I really do credit it mostly to the location in which I can run because it's such a long, like wide open, unused road.
That is key. And I honestly, I don't know why I chose to go back to this location. During my frustration last week when I was having my issues and you and I were talking, like, you should try a different location. I'm like, you know what? That's a good idea. I'm going to go do that. And I think that it made zero difference. But now I was trying to run this same road, which is a nice, like smooth asphalt road. I didn't actually take video last time because I was just frustrated by what was going on. But it's like a perfectly smooth, like driveway rather than a road that has, grip for wet terrain and things. And it's nice, except that the driveway actually curves and you can go into a parking lot. But to do that, there's a small curb return and then some parking space. So if you want to keep going straight, you have to hug the right side of the road and then just kind of thread the needle into this parking lot. Well, the thread and the needle portion, and that's where things went bad.
Right. Instead of a hot dog down a hallway, it was like a hot dog through a needle.
I came home and, of course, pulled the video out of the card right away to see how bad it was. And Nicole's watching. I didn't exclaim when it happened.
No, you were quiet.
Just
That noise reminds me of a story. One of my most painful moments. I was on the subway going to work. It was a very busy summer morning, and there were lots of people on the subway, and it was crammed. And um, some people can identify with that. Josh, I don't think you've. Do you know what a subway is? It's an underground train. Takes people places.
I've been in them, but
oh, neat. Okay, so imagine a crammed car, hot, air conditioning's not working, and all of a sudden I feel a scratch on my neck, so I go to like scratch at it, and it was a wasp, and it stung me right in the neck. And I didn't like I had one arm up on like one of the railings, like I was holding on, and I didn't want to make a big like scene because people would lose it, right? Like some
so
freak.
polite.
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah. We will say, okay, some people are asking. Somebody came up with a Heinz 57 Club, which is actually a pretty good name for what we're doing right now. But Dana Surratt suggested that next time you go out in full hockey gear to protect yourself. But a lot of people are asking if it's in the man areas, and we can all. It's not.
No, it
no.
Is, that would have been a tough.
That's a way better story.
I wouldn't be streaming. No, it is in. I grilled my foot. So
he likes the smell of bacon when he first wakes up. I grilled my foot. Yeah, so it was more of an ankle foot kind of injury than anything. So
it is a foot.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's fine. You'll be all right. You'll get through that.
Yeah. When is said video going to be shown? It will be in Wednesday's next
Wednesday's Mayhem video. I presume most people have already watched the video. I had a pretty good set of runs on 3S. I think gearing was sort of key. Also, the location was really excellent. The lack of aero up front netting me more speed is a concern.
I think that in general, our aero is for style.
It's mostly style based.
And we just have to make it not intrusive to the performance. I think that it's a matter of just getting good runs.
Yeah, smooth, straight. Straight is important too.
Yeah,
I will tell you, Josh, from experience, it's not good to try to turn at speed. I'm just
avoiding feet.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm going to definitely need to bring my heat gun home and do a bit of Lexan repair.
Well, it's funny after that run on what did I do that on Saturday? When I did hit that curb, like sort of midway through all my runs and smashed the front aero to pieces, which I wish you could do something with all this stuff, but once it's broken.
You could get the recycler, we throw all your prints in there and then you extrude your own PLA.
Yeah.
Or you could just, it's biodegradable. You can throw it away and spend $15.
Oh, okay.
It's PLA's sugar based. You're fine.
Oh.
It's not
that's good. So it will degrade over time.
Yes. You don't have to
20,000 years from now instead of 100,000.
Well, that's hard to say.
Yeah. So anyway, when I smacked this off, I was like, ooh, that's not great. I just thought it was, mounted weakly. But as it turns out, I tweaked the chassis again.
Oh, really?
Yes. I tweaked the chassis and the body ever so slightly as well.
I don't think you did you discuss your chassis? Oh, we did discuss it on the live feed last week, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. And I managed to bend it back to reasonably straight again today. I put it in the vise. Actually, I took the front bumper assembly off and put it in the vise vertically. So both frame rails were clamped right in. And then I just kind of pulled on the whole thing. So check your chassis. It might be a bendy noodle now.
I was, my arrow's all in good shape. That's weird. The hit was mainly in this. There's some rubber across the hood here.
From where? Is
I'm
there a
guessing
vehicle?
I'm guessing from an Ultra of some sort.
Oh.
But yeah, I got it. Oh, what? So there's some blue hanging out of this headlight now, and I believe that's actually the headlight wires
Okay.
have found their way out.
Hmm.
But
I mean, we haven't figured out a way to get the lights to work yet anyway.
it's definitely not been a focus of mine. But all of the inner structure that's made to hold on all this detail, like plastic work, the trim work on here, it's definitely all fallen off and broken on the inside.
Oh, man.
So,
well, Oh, yeah. Reginato said that being a track marshal, you get nailed in the shin a few times.
I've been hit at a track before, but never at this type of speed. And honestly, by this heavy of a vehicle.
It's not light. I can't remember. Did we actually measure the weight of this before we started?
I mean, I did not.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I cut some serious wires on the inside here.
Oh, your lighting kit won't work anymore. That's too bad.
Yeah. That was and there's so much ash.
Oh yeah, you guys are having
we've got some wicked wildfires going on right now.
Yeah,
so it's like
brutal, man.
Foggy, hazy outside, and then in the running video, the truck's going down the road and there's just a cloud of dust behind it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, Moose Jaw, weigh yours for us, because ours have too much junk on them now for it to be an accurate measurement.
I don't know. By the time we removed all the portals and all the gears that are inside those portals, we removed a lot too. And those
that's true.
Stock wheels and tires are pretty heavy.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that my final weight right now, I bet, is not much different than stock. Hey, Jamra, donation $4.99. Question: is tire prep allowed, like tire sauce, or prep the road with sugar water?
Oh man, that would be huge.
We would allow that if you wanted, but honestly, these traction
tires are good.
Traction's not an issue. Like putting the power down to the ground has not been an issue. I think more than anything, it's just trying to find the right combination of a few things to get it. Because this truck is so long that it tracks fairly well, with a rare exception and a slide and an issue. But there's just a few things there. So
yeah,
that would be allowed. But I think that in general, with what I'm looking at, I don't think that it's going to be where I'll spend my time.
No, I'm not looking at saucing the tires either. These are meant specifically for this purpose. So I think the compound is already there. Plus saucing the road, I don't think that's an option. Not where I'm at anyway.
Right. You could syrup it.
Just maple syrup.
That'd be fun to take home after you're done.
Yeah. Oh my God. Just be sprayed all over the inside of it. Thank you for the $1, Craig. Very kind of you.
Seriously, this thing is just covered in ash on the inside.
So brutal. That's really unfortunate. Is it just like literally natural wildfires, or did somebody set these?
I'm not sure what caused this one. It might have been a lightning strike. I haven't actually checked. Okay. It's about an hour from us. It's a pretty good sized fire though. Lots of homes and properties already been damaged. So
that's brutal. Well, I hope everybody gets through it okay down there.
Mm-hmm.
This dollar apparently was for Craig to buy this broken ass air dam. So you know what? Sold. I'll even pay for shipping.
It's just going to come in confetti form.
Actually, no. I'm just going to put a stamp right on it and just put it in the mail.
I've done that before.
It arrives, doesn't it?
I have. It was I had an E-Revo, like for the very first ones. And right when short course was kind of coming out, and there was you could buy there was a 2-wheel drive Slash, and then there was the Slayer, which was like a nitro car, nitro Slash,
Yeah, I
basically.
remember
And
the
I think,
Slayer. Yeah,
but there was no Slash 4-wheel drive. Anyway, and I
right.
kind of wanted a 4, blah, blah, blah. Long story not so long. I took the Slayer stuff and somehow got it onto a E-Revo to try and shorten it up. And then I bought one of the SC8 bodies, like those big. Anyway, a guy came in town, a friend of mine from Washington. He was in town. He's like, I want to buy that. So I sold him the truck, and he put the truck in his carry-on. But an SC8 body was so big. We went to the post office to ship it, and they're like, it's going to be like $40 some. And the new body was like 50. So he's just like, by the time he got in a bag and all that, he's like, what if I just put stamps right on this? And she's like, well, I guess it wouldn't be. She goes, I guess I can only do it by weight then. So like, dude, it was like, at the time, this was like 10 years ago, or 50, whatever. And it was like $8. Showed up at his house in Washington from Kansas City. Yeah, done.
Did he leave the stamps on when he ran the truck?
Right. Yeah, you put it on the overspray film and it just pulls off.
Oh man. Brutal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, a good week. The first time ever, I think, in Monthly Mayhem speed style ones that I've ever led a week.
It is, for sure.
Yeah. Which is very unrealistic territory for me to be in. I don't expect to win these speed ones ever. So this is nice.
We have a platform this time that is, I mean, honestly, the TRXs are just such a strong platform. Like,
yeah,
the 4-wheel drive, the 6-wheel drive, whatever. They're built so well as far as that goes. So
yeah,
we didn't get into gutting the transmission and building a custom this and that, and
no.
So
it all
it's
stayed pretty stock, which is pretty amazing.
It's coming down to some other factors, and that is, if I can't outspend or over engineer, usually that's.
Well, and I mean, you've done I will say you've done an impressive amount of engineering, and that stuff is really cool. Like, I'm really blown away by that stuff. It looks amazing.
It was fun. It's been fun to do. I'm looking forward to finishing that. At this point, I'm kind of worried about counting on the style points, which we thought was just kind of like it was
like a gimme. Yeah, it was
a gimme to Matt. Like, we'll give you these and hope you catch up. But
they're there. They're there.
Good job, sport.
You made it look real cool, son. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
But that was.
I've got some good style stuff happening.
Dale C is saying, "Give me $5," and says, "Next Monthly Mayhem DR10 top speed drag boat."
We have to turn the DR10 into a drag boat. I like it.
Yes, I actually do too. Better hurry, or Matt will use an excuse of all the lakes are frozen or something.
Yes.
Outboards are allowed. I like it.
Wow. That's cool.
Jeremiah, my son almost took out a squirrel with a TRX4.
Oh, brutal.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to some stuff on this challenge still. I think I have a chance.
Me too.
Still, I know it's gonna happen.
Oh yes. Look, this is by no means anywhere even close to being over.
We have 2 weeks.
2 more weeks. 2 more weeks and a lot more batteries.
I know.
We got a lot more batteries. Some good stuff coming. Go ahead, and then some good stuff coming through here.
Yeah. The one thing that I wanted to say is that this style thing, like we had discussed in our rules at the outset, we have to find an outlet where we can have them host the vote for us.
Oh, right.
So that neither of us is doing it on our channels and then like trying to aggregate.
Yeah, that's true. It should be an outside source.
So an unbiased outside source.
Yeah. I mean,
so probably not going to get
now I'm worried. Now I'm worried. because I think you have more fans than I do.
I don't think so.
you're
You have a lot more on Instagram than I do.
but I think you're more well liked. I think that's the problem.
I
I have a
know
lot
that's
of
true.
yeah, I have a lot of followers, but I think they're all like, "Ooh, I hate that guy. I follow him because I hate him." Josh, I just follow him. I don't know why.
Right. Like, I don't know. This guy he's been around a long time.
Yeah.
So yes, we have to figure out who
yeah.
we can get to do that.
Yeah. Good question from Craig Banks. Can Josh's body survive 2 more weeks? Well, thankfully, we both have extra clear bodies sitting around. Traxxas was very kind and sent us extra bodies because they think they knew that this was going to happen.
You know, I'm going to have RC Patina guys in here. And we found out last week he lives not too far from me in San Jose. I'm going to have to like drive to San Jose and deliver him the body.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so you are going to be painting a body.
I wasn't planning on it, but now somehow I think that I can probably just massage this body out and
yeah, just a little bit of heat. That'll do it.
Yeah. A little bit of heat, I'll get my Lexan body hammers out and
couple of body reamers. That's all you need.
Exactly.
Body reamers,
my mini slide hammers. But yeah. And then as far as the rest of the speed runs, I will be driving from a ladder from now on.
Yeah. So, I don't know if I would do that either, dude.
Okay, maybe a step stool.
Yeah, or maybe just get up on the curb. That's what I did. I just stood up on the curb.
So the first run, I had set my camera on the ground. It was on my little flexi tripod here, and it was on the ground immediately adjacent to the curb.
What camera is that? Oh, is that the Canon?
This is my Canon, my SL2.
Yeah.
This is the one that I shoot like out in the field stuff with because it's got my flippy screen and my zoom lens. But I checked my speed, 57, matching Matt this time. And then I picked it up and I was like, I'm just going to set it on top of the curb for this run. And then, so I almost grilled my foot and my camera. So
that would have, I hit the camera in week 2.
Yes, you did.
And thankfully,
I
still
saw
works.
that. I saw that. I feel like I'm starting to see purple on my foot already.
Oh no.
That's
bad. That's bad. I got to go back here because there were a couple of things I wanted to say. Matthew Jorgensen says, Matt, you have good color. Thank you very much. It's been quite sunny here. I've worked very hard to tweak these settings now, so the live streams always look good. Mostly thanks to EVGA. Just have to put that out there.
Yeah.
They've sent us a lot of tips and a lot of help and a lot of PC junk along the way, and they've been instrumental in getting these live streams looking and sounding and being as good as they are. So much thanks.
No matter what kind of situation we find ourselves in with these things, they seem to work pretty well for us.
Pretty well.
No matter when the update decides to come out and screw with a piece of art. I swear.
Exactly. Thankfully, nothing on my end lately. Touch wood.
Yes.
Touch wood. We'll see in
that's not how that
minutes.
saying goes.
Yeah, it is.
Touch wood?
Touch wood, knock on wood, same
knock
thing.
on wood. No.
Yeah, but you can also touch wood. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Nobody says touch wood.
Well, maybe they do up here in Canada.
Oh my God. Why?
All right. Be quiet for a minute. I want to mention Daily Drivers said good interview earlier, by the way. And I think they're referring to the interview I got to host between Todd Matson and Chris Dickerson.
Chris, there you go.
So it was I had to think about it for a second. My apologies. Hopefully he's not watching. I'm sure he's not.
He's probably busy.
He's probably busy, yes. But that was a really fun interview to host, and it was cool to do that. Kind of came up unexpectedly, and really good opportunity and lots of fun. And I hope it also put a lot of the internet rumor mill to rest. It sounds to me like, and seeing both presidents kind of going, yeah, that's what's happening. No, we're
Right.
not, nothing's changing for now. That to me
Listen,
says
evidence
volumes.
has no place in internet arguments. So
Right. Oh, I'm sorry. I know. Yeah. There's probably a conspiracy theory that, like Matt's involved in this somehow, and those are robots. They're not real. Those aren't real guys.
yeah, exactly. No.
No, that was all very much a very cool experience. So thanks everybody, whoever who was watching. Jeremiah Solberg 499. Thank you very much, man. Tell Josh I'm sorry I jumped ship to go to your channel.
That it's quite okay. He's here all the time.
Wow.
Oh,
well,
yeah,
I guess he's never coming back.
Yeah, we'll see. Yes, General Hobby's saying deep fakes. You're getting into the deep fake stuff.
That's right, I am. I do work in visual effects and advertising, so everything I say is probably not real.
Correct. Yeah, Matt's channel is actually just another version of my channel, and I just put it out. It's all me. It's just like that's his whole channel is just all deep. I have conversations with myself.
You're actually a really good scale builder, which shocks me more than it shocks you. Right. My CPU is a neural net processor, a learning computer.
Shane say, EVGA, really? How did you guys end up getting streaming help from a hardware company? You guys use a lot of their PC.
Good question. Yeah, good question.
Well, yes, they are a hardware company, but also since gaming is so huge, they are very in tune with streaming and streamers. And then their RTX graphic cards are also like super powerful with streaming for the RTX voice stuff, which is like it's like a background removal AI. Tool.
It actually is deep fake.
So I have an air conditioning unit like 18 inches from my fingertips on the other side of a wall. And if I don't run RTX voice during live streams, you just hear this constant wah out there. Yeah. So now I don't, like when I shoot regular video, I don't record through my broadcaster. So I just have to go turn off my air conditioner and hopefully remember to turn it back on so Nicole doesn't just go, why is it so hot in the house?
Yeah. Why is it 1,000,000 degrees in here?
Oh yeah. Wait, I remember now.
And the RTX voice thing is a really cool thing. I use it too, which is why this sounds so clean, because this is a very small room. And while there isn't much of an echo, the wood helps back there. Touch wood, which it's common in Australia and New Zealand, thanks to my Aussie friends. And my Canadian friend Dave Zilla also managed to pipe in and say that true. Yeah, it's, and they're also, this is sort of how it all kind of came about. They're also RC enthusiasts over at EVGA.
Yeah, that's how it ended up. Like I had got an email initially and from them, and they're like, hey, we're looking to kind of branch out a little bit from our norm. And I'm guessing that lucky for us, they happen to be in RC and like, let's start over here with these two clowns or this clown. And then,
hey, this other goofball that I know.
I talked to this guy over here a bunch.
He's all right.
That? Yeah. What about him?
He's nice. He's pretty nice. So yeah, it worked out very well. And I don't think we're quite. Yeah, we'll save that for another time.
Yeah, exactly. We're not quite
there yet. But very good company. Very very happy to be a part of their community. And in fact, I think we are actually doing a live stream with them.
Yes, in a
not
week,
too long from now, like 7 days from Friday.
Yes, the 28th or something like that.
28th, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna we'll be over on their channel.
Yeah, talking computers.
Exactly. This is Joe. Joe was joining. He says, "I got here. Did I hear that Josh that you smashed your TRX into yourself?" Yep. Sure did.
He grilled his TRX.
Yeah. God.
Touchwood means playing with yourself. No, it doesn't. That's something else.
I mean, do you think EVGA would cancel out what's his name's neighborhood smoke detector? You know what? We should call Rich tonight and find out.
We should call Rich. Yeah, we should get him on the channel tonight.
We'll do that.
Maybe we'll do that. Matthew Small, the best way to apply liquid mask is with a 2-inch chip brush in alternating patterns. So you go horizontal once, then vertical the next, and you do 4 coats. Let it dry.
I use the exact same technique for my final paint as well.
So there you go. Super easy. Put your foot in a cooler full of ice.
Yeah, just the one ice pack for now is doing it. I mean, a next monthly mayhem, or what you should make lowest geared truck. John McCann was suggesting that, which does kind of go. That was, I think, on our initial list.
That was in our list, and going slow is very easy for me.
Right. I think we had kind of like lowest geared truck, and then we were like, well, we could make it like a truck pole version instead of like just actual lowest number, because there's like the infinity ratio stuff. Have you ever seen those before?
Yes, where like literally the last gear is never gonna move in anyone's lifetime. It'll never move. I love that machine. I watched that machine for like an hour. I was like, maybe it's gonna move now.
While touching wood, probably. So
nope, didn't move. Dale C, $5. Thanks, man. This is a very good stream tonight for me. Bought the new 87 Yoda hardbody. Setting up my airbrush. Is a 155 a good scale tire? Yes, especially for that truck. I mean, this truck. What? Crazy. He's got one. So I already de-chromed it because I hate the chrome that RC 4-wheel drive puts on the grill and bumper and everything. So I'm going to be painting that black probably. Yeah, it's a good looking body. I will be doing a review on this once I have it all together and finished. There are a few shortcomings, but I'll get into that in the video, so stay tuned for that. Yes, 155s are good. Love the Tuesday streams. Josh for the win. Sorry, not sorry.
Exactly.
Thanks, Josh. Dale, I appreciate that. And thank you, Josh.
RC Dave charged up $4.99. Appreciate it. He says, if I don't see Hemi Storm on here soon, I'm going to stop giving you my wife's money.
Yeah, good point. We have to get Chris on here.
We will get Chris on. We were trying a couple weeks back, and he was on vacation in Holland, I believe. But he is. Yeah. Chris is one of Matt and I.
He wasn't in Holland. He was just caravanning around Norway, where he lives.
What? My story's better. So
he just went back home. What did he do?
Just popped over.
Matt is a glove puppet. I'm a sock puppet, not a glove puppet.
So yeah.
Moose Jaw was commenting on your painting skills. Fictionally awesome.
Fiction, yes. That's I've actually been contemplating painting some things.
You've been putting a lot of time and effort into thinking about it.
Yeah, I don't want to jump right into things.
It's it's not for everybody, Josh. It's
right,
not
exactly.
I probably say touch wood because I did spend a lot of time in New Zealand on a job once. And this is a funny story. It's a quick one. We had a guy who was like our handler for the 3 weeks we were there. Joey was his name, which was amazing because he was actually from Australia but living in New Zealand. I was like, oh, they brought a Joey over, and Joey is a baby kangaroo. Yeah, which is hilarious because he's from Australia. Anyway, he's driving us around, and he goes, all right, mate. So we've got some snacks in the back there, and some drinks in the chili bin. And I went, Did you just say chili bin?
It makes sense.
It does, right? And he goes, this is the best part. He goes, all right, sorry, mate. I meant to say there's a bunch of drinks in the cooler. He put on a great, like, kind of North American accent and just like totally tore me a new one. That was amazing. I laughed out loud. I was like, you're all right, Joey. I'm going to give you my hat at the end of this trip. And I did.
Oh.
He's like, I like your hat. And he's like, you're going to get it at the end of this trip.
I think we should go over some of our old Monthly Mayhem ideas. When I proposed this ridiculous series to Matt at one point, and
we have a list.
I made a big list of a shared document between us, and I was like, here are my ideas that we could make for this, because the drag bolt was the first one that we'd come up with, and then one of my other favorites that we never ended up doing, and now I'm doing the Burno. I'm kind of glad. But it was to convert an SMT into nitro and long jump it. But after all of the nitro experience, I'm glad that we've taken that off. But a margarita machine. I don't know why I have that. Like that's not a thing. Like let's make an RC car that's not supposed to make margaritas and make it make margaritas.
Or is it making a margarita machine into an RC car?
Ooh, your choice. You get to do one or the other.
We have to choose before you start, though. Yeah, I'm gonna go RC car into margarita machine. That's easy.
Let's see. Flying car, did that one, failed miserably.
Yeah, that did
most
not go
frustrating
well.
series ever. Let's see, marathon version. We thought about that. Oh man, there was some boat truck. That one's still on the list.
Boat truck.
Either truck into a boat or a boat into a truck. Or truck into a boat or a boat into a truck. Whatever.
Either way it works.
There's maximum flex, and you added the comment lols with a Z. Lols.
Right. Because I can't rightly buy into Flex Friday, or maybe I wrote that and I was making a joke at your expense.
I'm just saying, Matt, like 270 degrees worth of flex just goes all around 3 times.
Or it's got such a long wheelbase and the axles are so wide that it just literally never stops flexing.
Yeah. Just keeps going.
Yeah, Craig Thompson just said boat truck, and I could still build a Toyota, the Toyota from the Top Gear.
The Top Gear chat. There's a number of other Top Gear inspired.
Yes,
there was a hamster powered one in here, but I don't know that I could keep a hamster alive long enough.
No, I wouldn't trust you to keep one alive either.
Plus, Sookie would just be carrying it around like.
RC Sparks did do a Toyota already. That is true. So, okay, well, that's out.
Imagine a margarita machine doing 40 miles an hour down the road.
And it's just like, as it drives, it's spraying margarita out the back.
You get margarita.
You just do a really good J turn and just sprays the audience. If you're in the first 2 rows, you will get a margarita.
Oh, yeah. RC Day again. Proline by the Fire. Are you guys going? I will be at Proline by the Fire no matter when. Like, it's an absolute yes for me. Now, obviously, Matt has significant more planning to do before he could.
Yes, there's a few more travel restrictions on me still. They kept the border closed again.
Yes.
That was a mutual agreement. So that'll be closed until the end of September. So, which means it'll probably be extended again.
Right.
So we'll see.
Yep.
When are they trying to do it by now anyway?
I mean, currently it's still October 15th, right?
Okay. I mean,
And
October is not a great month for me, but
Paul said that by September 15th, they would have a drop dead answer.
oh, okay. All right.
So one way or another, there would be information.
Yeah. That's assuming they still let him run it. I mean, Horizon, from what I know, I'm a bit of an expert.
Yeah, from what I heard, they're actually closing Proline completely.
Yeah, they bought Horseman's Park.
Yeah, Horizon bought Horseman's Park. It's gonna,
but they're turning it into a factory where they're gonna make ECX barrages. I think that's they're making there now.
Proline's just going to start making all of the deep wood tires. Have you ever used those?
No. What are you, nuts?
So when Durtrax came out with those tires, they sent me a set of all of them.
Cool.
And I got them and I was just like, you can't, I'm like, this rubber is the softest rubber I've ever felt with having the least amount of traction that I've ever experienced. Like, it's just, and the foam,
you wanted it, we did
it. I'm just like, I don't think that these have enough traction to actually wear. And normally you would expect that only in a hard tire, but somehow
we did
both. Like,
wow. Jeremiah Selberg sent me $2.99. Thank you very much. Pre-order for the next broken part, of which I can guarantee you there will be some.
Yeah.
The Mayhem editions never tend to let you down. If you like buying pieces of plastic, start a monthly Mayhem challenge.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter which one you do. I've broken something on every single thing we've done.
Whew. Yeah. I haven't really looked over closely the truck after my incident this afternoon. Mm-hmm. I did drive it once more again down the road after that, just to test to make sure that it was still working, and just to like act like my foot wasn't on.
Yeah, I was going to say
fire.
To take your mind off your foot.
Oh, so yes, I have a protuberous now, and that's.
I don't show everyone your foot.
Yeah.
Highway to Hell. Correct. Yes, Canadians do say pitter patter. Let's get at her. Not just I don't very often say it, but I have said it.
Pitter patter. Let's get after.
It's pitter patter. Let's get at her.
Huh. I mean,
let's get going, eh?
Pitter patter of little feet, but I've never.
There's a sale on smokes down at the Depanneur. Got to get down there.
Jesus. I
know you love it when I do Canadian.
You know, I learn something every week, no matter what.
Oh, Moose said, "Oh, Dad, I don't remember what that was about, but I'm a little behind on my comments." Wednesday Night Stories with Matt this week. Yes, Vidjo 22. Follow him on Instagram. He's making a lot of really great polls based around our monthly Mayhem challenge.
Yes, he is. They're quite fun.
Yeah, most of them are really in your favor, I will say.
I mean, I think that's like right now, it's giving people hope, and I'm hoping that we're not in a Mighty Ducks type situation here.
Oh, right.
But yeah. So
Highway to Hell. I know it's not Ozzy's. It's a chili bin. They have Eskies there, not chili bins.
I've heard that as well.
Then the Aussies are Eskies. The Kiwis are chili bin.
Chili.
But yes. Yeah. We need Joey on the show. If I can track down Joey, I'll get him on the show.
Tom Larson's hello from Michigan. Watch the video today, Josh. The truck is looking amazing, and the work you do on your own parts is so cool to see. Awesome craftsmanship. Thank you. I am enjoying the new CNC router, especially. It's little things are going to be like, after kind of looking at it, I'm thinking that I want to drop the whole under tray down a little bit more, maybe another 1/4 of an inch. But to do that, it's just such quick and easy, couple lines in code, output some new programs, and I can have all the pieces in 3-4 minutes, and so nice to have. I can't wait for more projects with it.
It is a very cool piece of gear, and I am super jealous. Not only that you have that gear. I mean, hey, I can spend money. I can get one of those things. But if you gave that to me, I would definitely put it right through my hand. Because
speaking of,
did you do that? Unbelievable.
Not while it was running.
That's good.
I've got some extremely sharp engraving bits. I mean, they come to just the tiniest of points, and that's what I was using to cut the Lexan. Just this super fine, gives me those. Anyway, I was putting it in there. I didn't get the head all the way out of the way, and I just kind of just went, oh. It's like I came in the house and I was running it underwater. And I said to Nicole, I said, hey, would you mind going to the shop and getting the super glue? And she just looked at me and she goes, what'd you do? It's okay. Just go get it.
Yeah. I put a drill bit through my finger a couple weeks back. And I think there was a piece of styrene on the bit, because now there's a piece of styrene in my finger and it's working its way out slowly over time.
Wow. That is.
Yeah. It was a pretty big cut too. I super glued that one shut as well. It's amazing what you do.
Oh, super glue's the best. And yeah. I even had medium clear super glue from Starbond.
Oh, nice.
I didn't even have to use black CA glue.
I was just going to say, I have some black super glue now.
Normally I would use black. Sorry, somebody, where was it at? Ratty Repair was saying, my wife says that you should do the appearance part of the build with our Seagull. We don't really, we've both met her, but we don't know her very well.
I have not met her. I talk to her every once in a while, really late at night, when I'm just kidding. No, I've spoken, it's always late at night here because she's on the West Coast, just like you.
Yeah, she's in Santa Cruz.
Yeah, I've spoken to Haley. I don't know her though.
Yeah, I don't either. Is the yeah, we have to find someone who we can have them put that up for us. It's an unbiased so we'll find a way there.
Yeah. Josh is Master Josh is not grabbing his junk. He's massaging his foot.
No, I have an ice pack on my foot.
Yeah.
After I had a small incident with testing the TRX-6 on my way home.
He ran it into his foot at 57 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Dale C, $5. Thanks, buddy. Mojave 2 has a Japanese style bed, correct? I think that would fit the 87 cap. Well, I could probably tell you if it would. Actually, it won't. The mechanism by which they join is different, so you wouldn't be able to actually physically join them without doing a bit of styrene work. It could be done. I think it would change your wheelbase dramatically. Unless
shorten it?
It would shorten the wheelbase, I think. I don't have... All I've got is my Marlin handy. Because, again, I don't have to get up to get him. It's all just sitting right here. Actually, you know what? It keeps the wheelbase exactly the same.
Hey, what do you know?
That actually wouldn't look too bad, but you'd have to figure out a little bit of the doing. It would not be a difficult mod to do, and could actually sound. It sounds pretty cool. I'd be down to see that.
Jesse Schultz is telling me I should also elevate my foot, but that would make for quite an awkward stream. I mean, not as awkward as people joining who don't know that I'm just sitting here like with my hand on my rubbing the ice pack on my foot, but you can't tell. But I'm maintaining eye contact. So.
We made it clear from the very beginning that this show is not for children.
Yeah.
You got to be an adult to watch Josh play with his foot.
Oh my god!
It's funny because you're wearing like a tan colored short, and it really just kind of meshes in with your legs.
Oh, you're right.
You know what you're doing. You're porky pigging it. because he
Oh,
doesn't
shirt,
wear any
no
shorts.
pants.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're shirt
that, yeah,
shirt cocking, shirt cocking.
Donald Duck.
Yeah, shirt cocking it.
Although he still puts a towel around his waist when he gets out of the shower. What's that all about?
What is that all about? What about a tractor, truck, and trailer speed run? Oh my god, like a Tamiya 14th scale speed run.
I mean, that sounds expensive and like.
Oof, those are not cheap.
I think that we both are looking to get those.
Yeah,
Matt and I have been discussing considerably the situation of us getting some of those 14 scale. So it's
yeah.
on the short list.
It's on the short list of something to do. That would not be a Friday night build. I will tell you that much.
Yeah, no kidding.
Jeez.
Well, I mean,
it would be, but it would be 14 weeks of
Yes.
Friday night builds.
oh,
There's a lot of pieces and a lot of Japanese spec screws.
yeah, I will be purchasing a bulk allotment of M3 screws and not using a single Phillips head screw in that.
I would love to do that too, actually. Do you think that K&K makes a set for that?
I'm sure that they do. Fast Eddie just built that new Volvo 4x8 tow truck. And he bought like 2 or 3 of these just assorted M3 black oxide screw kits.
Man, that would be
And
awesome.
It covered everything for him. We order so many screws from our hardware supplier at the office. I'll just have him bring some black for me. So,
I got good news.
What's that?
Which one did you like, the Grand Hauler or the King Angler?
I'm gonna do the Grand Hauler, I think.
Well, they have a screw kit for you.
What do you know?
Those magnificent bastards.
Right.
I can't remember which one I want. Was it the Scania?
The Across.
Across.
A-Rocks.
A-Rocks?
A-Rocks.
Guess what?
They don't make one because it's brand new. That's why.
Yeah. I'll have to phone Mr. Kirby and get him to make me one.
Yes, exactly.
Friggin' aces. That's great. Because I don't want to deal with that hardware.
G9000 is asking, quick question. What's your favorite crawler? If you had to leave them all go, what would the one be? For me, it's
VS410 Pro.
Yep. Yeah. That's the one for me. Like,
for me, the steam truck.
The steam truck. You know, there's never a shortage of butane around. You never know if you're gonna have power.
It's actually true. I've got a like lifetime supply for this truck. Of course, just within reach. Primus.
What?
Propane isobutane mix. This is what you want right here.
Wow.
Yep. It's all over in my flammable and explosive section.
Yeah, you just want to keep these real safe in their own little area next to the rest of it.
If anybody, hey, if my house ever burns down, don't forget about all the expensive artwork that I had, okay? Make sure to let everybody know that was I forgot to put it in the insurance policy, but the Van Gogh is just over there.
Oh, man. Yeah. I guess when we were talking about the Tamiyas and, Speedrun possibly crashing,
yeah.
I was talking about how they were expensive. Ron G says, and the TRX6 is cheap? No, but
the Tamiya 14 scale stuff is like a whole other level of expensive.
I think, it's partially that. I think it would be more money, probably. However, I hit myself in the foot with this thing at 57 miles an hour today. I did some damage to the body. I think if I would have done that same thing to a Tamiya 14 scale semi, it would have been like picking up a bucket of Legos that you spilled.
Yeah, exactly. There'd be little tiny bits.
You'd just be like grabbing all the bits and trying to scoop them in.
That is unfortunate. I will
Yeah,
not be putting that back together.
I had to get my scratch building skills back up to.
Yeah, no, well, skills. Um, I am now, Vidjo said he's now the most famous person my wife knows. Thanks for the street cred. Sean's RC Adventures asks, what happened with the English RC TV show? Good question. I have heard nothing since my hour and a half long interview.
Yeah,
Nothing.
Same. I did an hour and a half or two, whatever it was, hour and a half, 2 hours. And then after that, I just immediately just was like, it is what, and if I ever hear back, I ever hear back. If I don't,
because in most cases, when you're doing something like this, you're doing all the research and you're putting together a pitch, and that pitch could take months to put together. And you might use little bits and pieces of, our videos, because I said, yeah, go ahead, download whatever YouTube videos you want, except the early ones. And, that kind of stuff can take a long time, and it could literally die in development. You might never even know that they were even doing anything. So,
oh yeah, they could pitch it to somebody, or they put all that together for a pitch.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate because I quit my job like right after the interview, so I was so convinced it was going to happen. I was like, I quit.
It's already on my resume.
I'm doing a TV show. I'm in. But you're throwing away all this severance. I don't care. Take it and stick it. Anyway.
Is there much difference between the Vanquish and the Axial SCX 10-2 as regards to chassis length?
Oh.
Chassis length? No, it's going to be pretty similar. The actual length.
Yeah.
Pretty
Rich Trujillo Jajolio is checking in. This show still on? Question mark. You got to come up with a new joke, Rich.
We should. It is. If Rich is in there, let's call Rich.
All right, you call him right now.
Let's do this.
Telephone him up. I believe that's coming together. Oh, there's two of me. Wow. Hold on. I gotta change my properties. There's so many of me. Hey, Rich. And now no Josh, which is perfect. It's exactly the way I wanted it. Just the way I wanted it. There we go. Josh is super tiny. There
we go.
Perfect.
Wait, Matt, can you go fire up the generator, please?
Yeah. Wow. Look, if anything happens today, it's because of you. All right?
Right?
It's not me.
Every single time. I know.
Oh, I don't have any audio for Rich. Hold on.
But yeah, I seem to. Can you speak again there, Rich?
Testing. Hello.
Working for me. Perfect.
Yeah, we'll see if.
Are you at home? Is that your home office, or are you at the office?
Yeah, it's my home office.
Oh, okay, cool.
Well,
got your Axial shirt on. You look like you're. Have you been working hard lately, or hardly working?
Man, it's been crazy. Yeah, super busy.
That's busy. Good. That's good. Did you hear? Did you watch the interview that I did yesterday?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good, but you didn't post in my question. The price was asked about why, or is Horizon going to raise Proline prices? And I was like, yeah, to give Rich a big fat bonus.
That's probably why Greg was chuckling. I saw Greg kind of laughing because he was also in the stream, but he wasn't on stream.
Gotcha.
And he was fielding all those questions. I was literally just using words, saying words. But
so that was how they were choosing the questions for you in the stream and popping them up there.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. I did try to inject some of my own questions, but they wouldn't let me do it.
So I need to understand. I log in. Josh is touching himself, and Matt is holding a can of fuel. What?
Yeah.
What was that about?
It's our regular Wednesday night stream.
Yeah.
You got to hear this story. We'll recap it really quick for you, Rich, because this is worth hearing.
So Monthly Mayhem, Matt was faster than me this week.
Which
don't
has
know how
never
that's
happened.
possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that.
I topped out at 56. Matt topped out at 57. And
on 3S, I might add. I was on 3S the whole time.
So tonight I decided I had to rectify that. Went back out to test and hit 57, and then hit my foot with the truck.
With the car.
Oh, no way.
Which is quite heavy.
Did you cut it, or did you like just bruise it, or what do you think?
You almost lost it, I think.
We'll see tomorrow. Because
holy cow. Dude.
It caved the it caved the front corner of the body in pretty good.
Dude, that's a heavy truck to be coming at and hitting you at 50 miles an hour. That's scary.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah. It's not what anybody really wanted.
Wait a second though. So you didn't try to jump?
Well, I lifted my foot. So it happened quickly. You know, my reflexes.
His reflexes are not good.
Right.
Yeah. So the I think I tilted or anyway, I just
that sucks.
I know that I got my foot a little off the ground because I didn't actually catch the front arrow.
Right.
And it caught the front corner and it just yeah. I feel like I'm going to feel it in my knee as well.
I'm going to try to fix your color a bit there, Rich. You're a little hot.
Oh, okay.
A little overexposed.
I saw that as well. I don't know if I'm...
Is it maybe my camera?
Yeah, it's definitely your camera.
Yeah, I don't know. Hang on a second. Let me try this real quick.
Turn the lights on. That'll help.
Yeah, hang on. How about that?
Yeah, that's a little better.
I don't know what happened on my end.
That's better. We can deal with that.
Yeah, it's not like I have like professional lighting like you guys have and your fluffers and your makeup artists and stuff to take care of you guys.
Yeah, they don't usually show up until much later. That's Monthly Mayhem After Dark.
Right.
It's a different show on a different channel. So what have you been up to, Rich? What's going on in your world?
Oh, I don't know. Just having fun with people releasing information sooner than they're supposed to.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's been killing me, man. Killing me.
Yeah,
it's driving me nuts.
You've got some people on the wrong end of the information leakages.
I think my favorite part though is their little like clip art adds to the leaks. That's
yeah.
Big fan of the movie Ted over there.
Yeah, they're just rubbing it in our face too. That's what pisses me off. Is we have these official distributors and importers, and they know the rules. They're not supposed to be showing this stuff, but someone went out of their way to not only do that, but then to start throwing these little fun things on there. It's like, dude, yeah,
yeah. That's the bear from what's that movie?
Ted.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic movie.
Yeah, they're killing me. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'd take it over Back to the Future for sure.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's been a challenge dealing with that, but I figured it is what it is. I guarantee there's a lot of emails going out and all that stuff to try and figure out what the heck's going on, but hopefully we can get that cleared up because it sucks. We all spend so much time. And Josh would know this just from basing it on Vanquish stuff, and then you would know from video production, that type of stuff. You spend all this time working on getting a car ready, getting boxes, images. You want to have a nice impact when it comes out, and then some idiot overseas opens a box and decides he's going to take pictures and post it on where. Oh, it's only going to stay in probably this forum, you know.
Oh
Right.
yeah. Don't share it out. Just keep this secret to the 40 of us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And so it's just frustrating on that end of it. So
what needs to happen is, whenever I get a secret image from anybody, they always watermark it with my name. So that way, if it gets shared out, everybody knows that it came from me.
Yeah. Not that you could go in there and Photoshop the little squiggly lines or however the watermark.
Matt's next Lightroom Live is how to use the clone tool excessively.
Right?
Here's how you get around that, guys.
Oh my god, that's pretty funny.
What are you insinuating, Josh? That I'm responsible for these leaks? I don't even remember the name of the movie.
Yeah, that is exactly what somebody who used it would.
Oh man. Hey, I gotta tell you, I see someone posting here, and you guys know the answer to this. They're asking about the smoke alarm, if it's still going off.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
So I gotta tell the story in case those didn't see it on my Instagram story. So basically, I finally got fed up and decided to talk to the neighbor about it, because that beeping just, I couldn't have my window open during conference calls because they could hear it and say, hey, dude, why don't you go change your battery in your smoke alarm? I'm like, it's not me, it's the neighbors.
I swear to God.
So I finally got the owner's son, who's a little bit older, who actually stays in that room. And I have another problem with them, and I'll tell you that one later. This is the one you guys haven't heard about yet.
Oh, good.
So he sleeps in that room that had that smoke alarm in there. So I told him, I said, hey, you know what? I've got a 9-volt battery for you for your smoke alarm. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, it beeps like every 30 seconds. He says, yeah, to tell us that it works. I'm like, no, that means it needs a battery. I got so used to it, I never even noticed it anymore. I'm like, holy moly, are you kidding me? So I got him a new battery. Unfortunately, that battery wasn't the newest battery, so he had to change it out. And then I also gave him a brand new smoke alarm, because it was one of the old school ones where ours have like a hard wire and a 9-volt battery. So I gave him a brand new smoke alarm, brand new battery, and we've had peace and quiet. Now here's the next problem I've run into.
Oh man.
So my room, my bedroom, master bedroom, I have a little window up in the top. It's like a vaulted ceiling, and I have probably like a 3x3 size window, and I have like frosting on it so that it kind of, no one can look in. And they're a second-story house next to me. I'm on a first, single story. He decided to put RGB lights in his room, and now they are set at bright green, and it comes through my room and it goes right to my face, where I sleep in my bedroom. Dude, it's like, what am I gonna do? I literally found a piece of cardboard and I stuck it up in the window. So now my room looks all janky with this piece of cardboard. But I had to do it because he sleeps all night long with that bright neon green light.
I got news for you, Rich. I have a feeling that your neighbor might smoke marijuana.
Yeah, probably. But I'll tell you what, I did hear some good news from the father, or the main guy. He did tell me that he's looking for a property that's big enough to park all their junk on it. So I think they're finally moving here in hopefully the next 6 months. So
we got to get a ranch style house with a lot of lawn.
Yeah. Did I send you guys that picture of all the junk in their driveway? Oh my, and it sucks because my neighborhood's pretty decent, and I have like all the houses in the area are nice, but I'm right next to the guy with the crap yard and the beeping fire extinguisher or smoke alarm and RGB lights in their bedroom.
Does he have a telephoto lens looking down onto your desk by chance?
Yeah. But anyway, so that's the story. What's going on with the smoke alarm? So that's finally gone, but I do have green lights in my face now, and so.
Is it axial green?
You know, actually, that's probably why they did. They see me wearing my Axial hat.
Oh, you must
Axial
really
shirt.
love this color. Okay,
Yeah.
here you go.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Doing this for you, Rich.
Right. So, yeah, it is what you can't pick your neighbors, you know.
That's
so,
true.
But I do the best that I can. Like I said, I'm lucky though. All my other neighbors are awesome. It's just this knucklehead next door. But
It's not junk, it's project vehicles.
well, you saw we had that one Mustang. It's been there for 3.5 years or something like
It's
that.
actually pretty nice.
It's nice looking Mustang. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
I don't-
it's got a body kit on it, I think.
Yeah,
I
I don't know
recall,
what the
yeah.
deal is with it. I don't know. It's just caked in dust and just sits there. But
Probably just blown the motor.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I'm lucky. It's RC cars are my otherwise I wouldn't have been allowed to leave Missouri. They'd just be like, "No, you're meant to be here." With like, you have too many cars in your yard to leave, so you're staying. Okay.
Oh,
Wow,
man.
Josh, you got huge. Sorry, I gotta lock this screen next time. Josh is magnificent. He's so big. I don't know why this thing does this. Just pretend it didn't happen. There we go. Back to normal.
Josh, you look like you're struggling to focus. Slightly because I can start to feel a little bit of it. A little.
Oh dear. You really shouldn't have done that. I mean, you've got a whole week to try to beat me. You don't have to beat me the night that I already beat you on. It's not like it even counts. It doesn't count for anything.
It had to be done.
You were so desperate to make sure that your car wasn't, or your Traxxas link and your GPS was working.
Oh, I was running a secondary GPS this time. I mean,
yeah.
I went all the way just to make sure that.
Yeah, like, because you were sending me some screen grabs and it said like 83 miles an hour. And I was like, no, that's not possible. So
Yeah,
it was definitely glitching out the other night. That's for sure.
Yes. So my frustration was quite
high.
Anyway,
we're not here to talk to Rich Trigilio about Traxxas vehicles. We're here to talk to him about
I'll
Axial
keep doing
stuff.
it if I have to. Just saying. We can change the subject if he wants.
All right. Well, we talked about the Gladiator leak, so you guys want to see it? I got it right here. We could.
Whoa, hold on. I didn't know you guys were actually even making one. I thought this was another deep fake.
It was,
right. Just another deep fake, another Photoshop.
All right, hang on a second. Let me grab it. I can't.
It's not the Cherokee JL. I'm really disappointed.
We're gonna do the Pontiac Aztec. I'm telling you.
That's next. All for it.
Wow! Look, guys, it's a Gladiola. That's fantastic.
Gladiator. It's on a longer wheelbase. We didn't want to shrink the body down, so we made it longer wheelbase. And it's got a two-piece bed, so it's actually a little bit. I don't know how good the camera's showing right now, but it's got a deep pocket in there.
Oh, nice! Yeah. Like an actual like full depth almost.
Yeah, almost. It does have to go around the bracing for the shock brace and the shock tower, so it's a little bit there.
That's all right.
And then you
made it work. That looks good.
Yeah.
What is the wheelbase, Rich?
13.9 inches.
Nice.
So,
I mean, I've seen bigger. Wait.
You know what's funny is this actually, and it wasn't trying to be 13.9 randomly, or 353 millimeters. It was supposed to be 14 inches in the design, but somewhere it shrunk 1/10 of an inch. And, I've been working on these box art and all this, manuals and all the other types of stuff. And I'm like, I better double check that. And I go and check and I'm like, oh my God, it's 13.9. So I have to go through every freaking channel that we deal with that, guys, it's 13.9 and all that good stuff. It just happens. You know how it is with plastics and stuff. You draw it up a certain length and it may shrink just a little bit or so, but
it's probably in the pool.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but it's basically it's basically the same as the JLU. We took the body, cut the back half off. It still uses the same interior, but it's trimmed on the inside to make sure that it would fit. And then there's no roll cage. I did have to give and take because of the cost to make a 3-piece body. I know, Matt. My bad. Not bad.
What a
we
fail!
know you need a roll
Fail!
case.
Forget it. I'm out. Done.
Right.
Turn this off.
Yeah.
It is.
It's okay. I'll make it work.
So got rid of the interior cage, but added a bed roll cage. Or
Yeah. So it's got
expedition
the bed
rack, whatever you want to
Yeah,
call
expedition rack. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's got that on there. Same bumpers, front and rear.
What
Super long
colors? Colors?
So it's gonna be 2 colors. It's red. Is one of the main colors. Well, red and like a gunmetal gray. So like a charcoal gray.
Like not stingray, but they're like the granite.
Like,
I think they call it.
It's actually like a. I just call it metallic gunmetal. I didn't actually follow the exact Jeep colors they had. I mean, honestly, we almost went with that. They didn't do it on the Gladiator, but they did it on the JU. That green.
The mojito.
A mojito green. But it looked bad.
Yeah,
it looked awful.
I
got it. And I was
mojito is my least favorite JL color.
Yeah.
So.
I thought maybe it'd be cool because it's an axial green, and it's been an actual Jeep color, and I thought it might be kind of cool. And then I got it, and I was like, yeah, that's not going to happen. So.
And the other thing is like, so we actually did it on the Ultra box, but a red option and a green option, you got to get pretty lucky with the box art not to look bad.
Right.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, everybody.
And with the Ultra, we were lucky that the red turned out to be a little bit dark enough that it looked decent. So it's that, and it looked like that still had portals, same axles that were under the SCX3.
Yeah, same. It's got the portals. So we did new rock sliders here, the rack, the bed, and then it's got super, the longer links to make up for the wheelbase, and it's new.
Look at those links.
Yeah.
Holy hell.
And the frame rails. So, I personally would have liked to have gone to a shorter link and make another, a mount in there to make it a little bit shorter. But the challenge with that is tooling cost, manufacturing cost, all that type of stuff. So you kind of have to give and take. So it wasn't ideal, but, quite frankly, it actually works pretty damn good. I've got
a couple of trucks at 13.75 that I really enjoy driving. So I think that it'll, it's a different setup for driving. My one truck, my Carnivore, kind of a tube buggy, it's 13.75 on portals also.
Okay.
It drives great.
Nice.
With a longer wheelbase like that, the portals don't feel as tall.
Right, and you're not. So, yeah, exactly. So
it actually works pretty well. So
and it makes for a really excellent pivot point around corners too.
Yeah,
you can just pivot the whole truck around.
And obviously we see that it's RTRs because we're talking about stock colors and all that. Just RTRs, no kits.
Just RTR. There's no plan for a kit right now.
What about a clear body? Is that an option you think you might do?
Clear bodies. Yeah, clear bodies gonna be sold. It's going to be pieced out because otherwise it'd be like a $200 body or $170 body. So you will be able to buy the clear body panels, interior. What is it? It's the 3 pieces clear. Then we're selling the bed racks separately, and then the sliders were separate. The brake lights were separate, and then you have all the other miscellaneous parts.
Cool.
Nice.
Cool. The chassis rails are all one piece.
2 piece, right?
It's still two piece, but it's just a longer chassis rail.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant. Like the back half isn't an additional piece; it's just a longer rail.
It's just a longer rail. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So it's a longer rail, longer links, and then that's pretty much it. To be honest, I haven't messed around to see what adjustability there's in there. Yeah. I know some people are going to want to kick my butt for not doing that, but when I was done with this thing probably months ago. And now it's just coming back alive here. So, I don't always get a chance to mess around with every single option and whatever, because there's so many projects and so many things going on. So, it'll be fun to see what you guys come out with it.
When will we get to, I assume, the full video release and all of that tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah.
Pricing and all that.
I think it's going to be $20 more than the RTR, just because you got the longer frame rails, the longer links, the material cost, having to punch this body out of 3 pieces instead of 2 or 1. So you kind of had all that. So as you guys know, it's just the balance of trying to be cost effective, make the parts, still make your margin, all that type of stuff. You know, we don't do this.
I gotta say, I mean, like it's like a 25% longer wheelbase, so $20 more seems pretty okay to me.
Yeah,
if you're basing it on the inches, yeah.
Right.
That's how I live my life. Yeah.
Oh man.
Someone's saying, get rid of the Nittos. I actually loved the Nittos. The Nittos are I thought I loved the style and the size. I liked the wide
size
tires.
and everything looks good.
I thought and honestly, one of the things that I liked the most after hearing about the Proline acquisition was I was like, Proline's going to make Nittos.
Oh, I've heard you been saying that over and over.
Come on, yeah. Proline, make some Nittos.
Dude, talk about a surprise too. I knew nothing about it until like the day before or whatever. And it's like, holy cow, that was pretty awesome. So
that was pretty crazy news for sure.
Yeah.
I had maybe heard about it.
Right.
And I had maybe heard about it too, but only because of that guy.
Yeah. You're like, hey Matt, you want to hear what I heard?
What's funny too is, we were sent an email telling us, keep it on the down low, keep it to yourselves, don't say anything, and this and that, blah blah blah. I was like, all right, I'm gonna hold to it. But then I think it was Monday morning, I sent you guys a text, and I was like, did you guys hear anything? And Josh was playing like, I don't know, what maybe did I hear? Oh, I was like, oh shoot, he already knows.
I sent you a photo like wearing I was like, getting ready for the scale news.
Yeah. I'm just like, dude, I'm always trying to keep everything quiet, yet everybody knows about it. So I was like, all right, well, whatever.
Yeah. It's the thing, right? It happens so quickly. And all it takes is one person saying, don't tell anybody.
Right.
But.
Yeah.
And I had heard it. I'd ended up hearing it I heard it once on like Friday or something like that. And I was like, what? And then I'd ended up hearing about it Saturday again from another, like completely separate. And I was just like, all right, this is happening.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But, everything that, when you did that interview yesterday, it's all true. There hasn't been anything like, oh, they're going to do this, they're going to cancel that, blah, 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 all that stuff. I mean, the tire situation where people are saying, will there be Proline tires in there? I don't think so.
I don't think that'll be a thing. It's a logistics. It's a logistics problem.
It's a major logistics problem. I mean, when you're fighting for 25 cents in a kit or $1 in a kit, spending all that money to ship those tires overseas to have them packaged, that's not realistic.
How did they do it on the original kit then?
Back then, I think Axial was
the just packaged everything.
Scales. They could do whatever they wanted. And they were able to get that
so
stuff
much
to do it.
Then.
Yeah, that's true. Hundreds of kits versus thousands of kits.
Yeah, and I don't know if maybe they were repacking them here, like they got them from the factory and put the Proline tires in.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm not. You never know. Maybe there's an opportunity to do a limited edition kit or a special kit with Proline tires, something like that. Who knows? I'm only speculating because I do not know anything more than what we've seen or heard. Well, I know a little bit more, but obviously. Not any more really than what's been said, but
I'll tell you the rest later.
Yeah, thanks, Sas. I know you know all the good stuff.
Josh, you're all frozen on our end, by the way. You're not moving at all.
Yeah, I see.
Am I making a stupid face? Because that's all I care about.
No, you're smiling, thankfully.
That's perfect. Yeah, you can just leave it like that.
But
all right.
Yeah, it's a crazy situation. It's obviously there's the people with the concerns and it is I mean, how much of the market now Horizon does control? Like that's a legitimate thing that people are saying, and you can understand the concern that some people would have, but it's it is what it is. It's not a monopoly when there is still several big companies, but
you still got a lot of companies out there making stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but
it's not. There's no concern.
Yeah, for me on my side, it's obviously pretty awesome that I've always felt strongly about how good Horizon's been about not controlling things, but watching where our money is spent, making sure we're making the right steps and that stuff. And I mean, look in the last couple of years where they put us. You know, we've got Arma, we've got Axial, we have Proline, you know, that type of stuff. And I think we've kind of shown with Axial that we're not going to kill it. Remember, the sky was falling, Axial's dead, they're going to kill it, and Viterra's going to be the only thing left, and blah, 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 and all that crazy talk that was going on. It's like, no, that's not going to happen. And, you know, we don't buy companies to ruin them.
No,
well, that's not our plan. Our plan is to make them profitable and you know, and have good product. And the cool part is the Proline guys. I've been, you know, it's crazy. I was thinking about it. I've been buying, racing, and working and doing stuff with them for 35 years. Since I was 15 years old, I bought my first set of like Proline wheels for my Tamiya car. So that was 35 years ago. And then I became friends with them. I was sponsored by them when I ran for Associated. And then, you know, all this stuff. And I've had good relationships with them. It's awesome to see that we're finally all working together.
It's pretty cool. Amazing that a company has been around that long in RC as well. Because, I mean, you know, companies can come and go pretty quickly, depending on the product and the market. And, yeah, it does happen all the time. So that's a real testament to how that company is led. And I think it shows a real sign of good faith on Horizon's part, the way they're handling the acquisition and letting them kind of be autonomous, but helping them and getting them to be more profitable and even getting more products out to market. So
that's what I think is going to happen. I mean, obviously, I think that the fact that we're going to be able to manufacture in the USA is really cool. You know, another thing too is just to rest this concern, people are saying, oh, they're going to take Proline tires and make them in China or Taiwan. It's not possible because you can't get those materials in China and Taiwan. And could someone come close? Yeah, you probably could come close, but they just can't do it. The way these rubbers and compounds are manufactured, it's literally impossible. So when I see everybody flipping out that Horizon's going to, you know, take them over to China, that's not going to happen. They bought it to have manufacturing in the U.S. and to have good quality components. What is cool, I think, on what we can provide is a little bit more, because we're a little bit bigger in Taiwan and we have other vendors in China as well, that if there is some stuff that can be manufactured there, like maybe molded wheels or accessories for bodies or different types of things like that we can use with our factories there, I could see that being a potential, you know. Right. Or, and I don't know what's going to happen with the Proline vehicles, but we could also use our components and they can get a better break because now we're buying in much bigger bulk prices. It helps to make these things a little bit better. And, you know, you have the Horizon customer service that we have with our Spectrum and all our other stuff. I think it's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be good. Yeah. Will there be some changes? I'm sure there will be at some point. Maybe some changes on how maybe they run projects.
And I have to imagine things like, you know, Proline was doing vehicles like which, you know, it seems like that's an obvious an area where it's like
crossover there. Yeah, that could be a thing that could go away.
Right. And not that it wasn't sometimes common for Proline vehicles to not be supported for an extended length of time. You know, it's like, you know, if that side of it went away and they focus more on the rest of it, then they're still just, you know, focus on what you're good at. That type of thing. Not that their vehicles were bad.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with that type of stuff. You know, they had some pretty good cars and they've made some pretty cool vehicles. So and again, I have no idea, but you know, where does it fit with Arma and Losi and Axial and all that stuff? I don't know. Maybe that's something that they'll figure out later on. But for now, I know there's no plans for any changes or getting in the middle of all that stuff and messing with them because they've got a good thing going and no sense in us just going in there and stirring the pot.
Right. You know, I'm just waiting now after Proline's massive success in the drag racing area. It's like, where's Horizon's at?
Yeah.
Well, who's going to make it? Is it Losi or is it Arma?
Yeah, actually, is it Losi? Is it Arma? Is it ECX?
I actually got one of those Exotech conversions for 22, so I'm actually going to build a car.
Nice.
I've been kind of getting tired of I'm not tired of scale stuff, but it's like I need to do something. So, working on a scaler every single day and all that stuff. I'm going to try and do a drag car and see what this is all about.
Yeah.
See what's fun about it. So it's
Nothing.
crazy though. I was building my new 22. What is it? I don't even know the number. 22 5.0 SR. And the last time I built the car, I think the 22 had just come out. And if I remember right, I helped do the manual. And I'm building this thing. I'm like, oh my God, this thing has changed so much. It's like, it's amazing the difference is just, 8 years or 7 years has made in the buggy classes. So it's crazy. It's going to be fun, though. I'm looking forward to getting this thing done. When I get it done, I don't know. I've had the turnbuckles and the diff built for probably 3 weeks now, and that's about as far as I've gotten. So
okay, here's the most important question, and this says a lot about who you are as a person, Rich. What body are you going to choose?
I wish they had an import, but they don't. So
Can you imagine a Honda Civic body on one of these?
And I'd flip it around and have rear steering.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it would be cool if they had like maybe a Supra or something like that. That'd be kind of fun to do that.
Yeah, that would be neat.
510, a Datsun 510. That was kind of
510. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I think that would be pretty fun.
Yeah.
If they made a Datsun 510 for a short course based drag car, it would be a half scale.
Huge.
Right.
Yeah.
It'd be huge,
so
but
massive.
it'd still be sick. That would be what I'd want. I actually kind of like the Nova. I kind of like the look of the Nova, but I hear that other, what is the Willy style looking one, I guess.
Oh, yeah. What was that thing called?
Forget, but I guess that's like a good body.
It's like a 57.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I guess that's supposed to be like the body to run, but
that's a fast body. That is true.
Yeah. I think I'll probably go with the Nova.
It would look good with your paint scheme too, Rich.
Dude, I've just been waiting for one, and it's funny. I've been asking the Proline guys, but because we haven't had any stock at Horizon, and they're also getting slammed, I've been bugging them for a long time, and I sent an email to Paul like, "Hey, coworker, how about?" And he's like, "Dude, I don't have any." So
the benefits.
There's no benefits yet. So
what body are you looking for? What do you want?
I want to get that Nova. That's what I'm trying to get, so I can send it over to my painter. And I'll tell you what. I actually didn't get my Gladiator painted in time. I don't have one done yet. So I got to get that done. I got to get my Gladiator done, get my Nova, and then I actually might do that Malibu. I kind of like that Malibu also.
I do like that Malibu. They got
I'm getting the
pictures of
Malibu
that today.
100%.
That
was
does
a nice
look
swipe
good.
through. That one was so good.
I built another DR10 this weekend. So I've got that, and I picked up a new CUDA body for it.
Oh,
sweet. Yeah, that CUDA's pretty nice looking too.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna go Malibu. I think I like the Nova, and I like the paint job I did on it. But I want a Malibu to kind of recreate my youth.
Yeah.
I actually like that year of the El Camino with that front end.
Yeah,
so
that was a great year for that truck car.
Yeah.
When did they stop making the El Camino?
It was after that year, I think.
Was it?
Actually,
78?
No. I think it went to 82.
Oh,
I think 82 was the last year of the El Camino, if I remember right. Because that had the 4 headlights on it. I think 80 had the square, and then it went 81, 82, and then I think it was done.
There you go.
That is one thing I was surprised to see is the number of El Caminos in California. Like, it is rare to see it.
That shouldn't surprise you, Josh. There's more of everything in California.
That is true, but you almost, El Camino is a bit of a redneck.
I got guys telling me it was 87. That was the last.
Oh, did it go that far?
Camino. Wow.
Yeah, same here. That's just got it over here as well.
Holy cow!
Wow.
I was 10. When
I was 17. I was a junior.
I was 4.
Oh man!
I forget how young you are sometimes.
I'm getting old. Yeah, actually, what I wouldn't mind doing too is a Tesla body. I did just get a Tesla, so.
Yeah, you've got the Model 3, right?
Yeah.
Did you get the dual motor or single?
Yeah, I got the dual motor, and it's.
Well, RC life. RC life is treating you well.
Well, before anybody thinks that I'm like making tons of money or any of that stuff, bottom line is I was able to refi my house, get a super low interest rate. I took money out, paid off my debt, paid off my Tacoma, and got myself back in another car payment. So that's where it came out.
That's the way to do it.
You know what it was? Is my wife, she's let me bought all these freaking cars. I don't even know how many cars I've had, and I've got that 620, and I've got my Tacoma, and I have another Tacoma, and all this stuff. And she's always bugged me about a Tesla since day one. And we were driving. She had a little Prius C, but my son has gotten pretty tall now, and he was like packed like a sardine in that car. So I was like, we need to get something bigger. So we bought a Camry hybrid, but I could tell she hated that thing. She hated. I could just tell she did not like that car. So we happened to find out that the Tesla, they had a whole deal going on where they'd reduced the price. They had 12 months free supercharging, 12 months free internet connectivity, 2.49% interest rate. And I was like, oh man. So the guy's telling me this stuff, and we just went over just to look inside one. Next thing you know, I'm filling out the app and putting money down and pay. Nice. I literally had a VIN number to my name, and he's like, do you want to drive it? I'm like, I probably should have done that.
Yeah.
So,
whoa, sir! Before we sell you this car, you should really drive it once.
Dude,
That's
it was
incredible.
Funny. Yeah, but I had heard so much good stuff about it. I knew.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. So, they gave me an option. I can test drive a performance model or a base model, and I was like, give me the base model because I know what's gonna happen if I try that performance one. I'm spending way more money than I should.
Yeah, because you go to ludicrous mode and then that's it. You're done.
Yeah. But it's still fast. It's still a fun car.
Oh, I don't doubt it. So you got the whole charger system at home then, right?
I do. I did get that set up, but I don't actually use it because we have the supercharger, for the free supercharging for a year. So what we do is we actually have a local supermarket that they have a supercharger at. Drive up there, charge the car up while we're shopping, and then come back home and no charging. So that's the plan for the year.
We just got rid of our second car, but if we ever need another car again, I think we'll get one too.
Dude, they're awesome.
Yeah,
my brother's on that same. He's he lives in San Francisco. Well, usually lives in San Francisco, but he's like, you have to get, because I'm looking at a new Gladiator, and just keep back and forth. He's like, you gotta get a Tesla. Yeah, that does not fit my.
Right, your needs.
It's not quite your lifestyle.
Right. It's not.
No, but it kind of fits into my world. It definitely fits my wife's world. And I mean, we've got the Jeep, so we already have that end of the lifestyle taken care of. Now we can be the responsible, fast part of the lifestyle.
Dude, I drive that thing all the time. Any chance I get, I gotta go somewhere. I'm in that car and I'm driving. It's so much fun. It's ridiculous. And the build quality is actually better. I mean, I know that they were pretty bad originally, and I do have my driver's side door is not quite perfectly aligned. I've heard I can take it to them, and they're probably just going to sit there and have some dude tweak on it to make it line up just right. But it's actually not bad. So I was pretty lucky. The only thing that they still got to work on is the paint. I have the pearl white one, and it's a little on the splotchy side. Like you can see wherever how they sprayed it in certain light, you can tell it's just kind of splotchy. But
right.
For the most part, I'm excited about it. I love that stupid car.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, it's good times.
Pickup.
Stephen Davis in here is trying to barter with you. He says he'll install your charger system at home and in trade for some products.
Actually, you know what's funny? I had a SCX-10 II. It was a Honcho. I had a brand new Honcho sitting in the back of my 620, and the electrician comes over to do the install, and he tells me the price, and I was like, "You do any bartering?" Not that I can do that. I was joking with him because I could tell this guy was not into RC. So he didn't go for it, but I was like, man, it would be cool if somebody did, but I'm not allowed to do that type of stuff. Even though I bought it, I still wouldn't do that.
I mean,
I've got this really great toy.
Vanquish is a much smaller company. And let me tell you the amount of electricians and contractors who have VS410s. I'm not kidding. It's like, and then he'll like come back again. He's like, we're like, you need a truck? He's like, actually, my son really likes it. He'd be like, done. Ultra
Amazing.
Pro.
I've heard old rumors that the old Axial Jeeps back there were all built off of trades. So,
Yeah.
you know, they had some pretty nice Jeeps back then.
We had a truck ceramic coated the other day in exchange for like.
Wow.
Nice. It is kind of the cool part when there are people that do want to, hook up with you because you work for an RC car company, and our company, we've been asked not to do that stuff, but occasionally if it's for a cousin or or tight family friend, they'll let us do it, and that type of stuff. But outright going out and trading, not really what we're supposed to do.
Or an internet minor celebrity, stuff like that always kind of plays out pretty well.
I mean, yeah, works. And it's always, for like us it happens every once in a while, but it's usually for like people who are into like some cooler stuff. Like, yeah, sure. How about that? Trade.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Hey Josh, can you ask Rich what SCX means? Thanks. Well, SCX was around way before Horizon owned.
Right.
Long before Rich.
Yeah. Yep. And I think back in the day, like, well, AX10 was first, and that was, was there anything other than AX and SCX?
Not that I can recall. No.
Yeah. So I don't necessarily know.
I don't know the answer either.
Well, Matt and I have discussed getting a hold of our other friend Matt, and
Matt
we could get some deep history lesson on some of that stuff.
Yeah, we should definitely do that.
Yeah,
that's another one to add to the list. I'm sure he would love to talk to us.
Oh, dude, and he's got such a wealth of knowledge and remembers all that stuff because he was there from literally day one. So,
exactly.
Yeah, he knows. He does some good stuff. That's for sure.
He's a heck of a guy.
Oh yeah.
We'll get him on the show.
So what, Matt? What are we actually going to turn our new Axial SCX 10.3 Gladiators into for Monthly Mayhem next?
Drift cars.
Drift cars. Should we do drift cars?
Drift cars. Long jumping drift cars.
To flip the axles over so the portals are facing upwards.
Yep.
That could be our challenge.
Yeah.
How many portals can you put on? Exactly.
Oh man.
Up, down.
We can get a lot. You can get a lot on there. Yeah. We can make that happen. Yeah, that's a good question. We'll have to figure out if we can get Axial into a Mayhem challenge again.
I'd like to join your Mayhem one of these days.
Oh, a three-way Mayhem.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a YouTube channel to do all that stuff, but it's gonna be kind of fun to.
You don't want to do the video stuff. You just want to be like, all right, here's what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just come on the show. Just come on this show and go, all right, well, you guys already did your challenge, but here's what I did.
Here's what I did. My foot hurts as well.
Oh man, that's funny. I see somebody asking me how many RC cars I have.
I have. Oh, that's a good question.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm probably in the 30.
No, but in this room. It only counts what's in this room.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I can't show what's in the room, but I can say that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and one unbuilt.
Amateur.
Yeah.
You're an amateur.
Matt and I played this game the other day. He ended up having like 37 in the room he's in, and I think I had 35.
Oh my God.
That number's probably a lot higher now too, if I'm honest.
I'm close to that with the total collection because I've kept one of every car that I've ever done as a project, or I've kept the first one and that type of stuff. So I have a bunch of those vehicles. They're all up in the attic and scattered around everywhere. So, but yeah, I don't keep them
I've started to disperse my collection a little bit. Like after Matt made me count how many I had in the room, I was just like, So instead, I just put them in different rooms now. So I was like, I need some more. So I have more in the garage now and took some back to work.
That's funny.
Oh, that's weird. There's only 36 in here right now.
So
that's amazing.
At the shop the other day, we were doing some cleaning up to move some things around, and I don't really know where it all came from, but I was having some stuff pulled out. We were doing, and I was just like, oh, that's some of my stuff, like from back when I moved that I still had. And I was telling Daniel, who's like our, shop bitch for lack of a better term. I was just like, that's my stuff. Just put it on a pallet there for me. And he's doing some more stuff. He's like, what about that? I'm like, that's more, just put, it's all RC stuff. I'm like, just put it on the pallet. He's like, do you want me to start a second pallet? And I was like, so now I have 2 pallets of RC things that I'm like, phew. And they're things that I haven't touched almost anything on them in 5 years. It's mostly stuff that came from Missouri with me that I definitely needed to keep and couldn't get rid of.
Oh yeah, you had to move it all the way to California.
Yeah, with the exception of the Inverno Mayhem is still there, mainly because it's covered in nitro oil and pesticide fumes. So
wait, pesticide? What's that from?
You know what I actually
damn
have?
Dirty cheater.
I have a ton of spur gears, pinions, old associated oval car parts, and a bunch of miscellaneous Proline and I don't know if you guys, this way before your time, JG parts, sitting in boxes in my garage that I just can't not only get rid of. I don't want to deal with trying to sell these things. Because like, who wants to sell a Team Action or a Robinson pinion from the '80s, and stuff like that?
Oh, Josh wants that.
I have hundreds of spur gears and pinions and stuff. You know what happened? My ex-father-in-law, when he passed away, when I met my ex-wife, my ex-father-in-law owned a hobby shop back in the early '90s. Well, when he closed it down, he just threw it all in his garage. Well, when he passed away, my ex-wife's like, do you want all this stuff?
Yeah.
So I was like, well, yeah, I'll figure out something to do with it. So I had a lot of cool for the old RC guys. I had like old RPM, RC10 Worlds cars. I had Yokomo parts. I had all these crazy old cool parts that, you can't find anywhere. But for the most part, I'm just down to a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. I just need to get rid of it. I've got boxes of it sitting in my garage, and
if you've got any RC10 parts, I need them.
I don't. Most of the good stuff is gone. I have like miscellaneous hardware, like for the old RC10 team car. The guys used to use this. It was a short little nut that didn't have a lock nut. We used to use it to hold the pivot blocks onto the chassis. I have like a couple bags of those. I have some of the old springs, things like that.
I've got currently in my garage, I have like 10. I think I have 10 cases of radio hard cases. So like the
Right. I remember when you bought these.
Like these, but they're not Futaba. They're another one. But
we can't see it because you're frozen.
Oh, well, your stream is terrible. That's your own fault. Anyway, I'm holding up one of my it's my Futaba hard case. Anyway, I've got these boxes that are, I think they're 4 packs of those.
Holy cow.
So
obviously you do.
And there's some that are 2 and some that are 4, because some are bigger than others. But anyway, so those are in my garage. And then I've got like Nicole found this the other day, and I didn't know that it was she was in here. Oh yeah, this is like the servo connectors, for when you like wire up your own servo leads.
Holy cow.
Or like when you shorten your servo leads and you crimp on your own new ends.
I guess we'd know
that. This is like bags of 50 packs. So in case I have servo ends to shorten anytime soon.
Right.
You're so funny. So here's my RC10, Rich.
Is that a re-release or is
no? This is original. This is an Edinger one too.
Wow.
So like original. It's still in bits and pieces, but it's coming together. I've got a lot of fans helping me out on watching the channel that are actually sending me parts, which is amazing. But these are the original Goodyear branded RC10 tires, which is
I might have a few little knick-knack pieces. I'll double check through the box.
yeah. See what you got, man. I'll take it.
I think I might have like the battery box. I remember having some of the bell crank parts, the little knockoff nuts for the wheels. I think I had
sweet.
those.
Yeah, send me those.
I'll double check on that and see.
All right, cool, man.
Yeah. Alex is saying, send me a few of those servo ends as a thank you for all this moderation. Alex and
you've
Phoenix,
got a moderator.
I will send you both hard cases with some servo ends if you'd like.
That's funny.
Yeah,
one of my guys on here.
We need a swap meet because we usually have local swap meets, and this year obviously that's been canned. So we need those to come back.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I gotta get rid. I'm telling you, I have so much crap in my garage. It's not even funny.
It's been adding up in here too. I feel like I need to do a clean out, but every time I do that, I'm like, well, I think I might need more of these axial bullhorns. I don't know. If I should get rid of them.
You never know, really.
You never know when you're going to need 20 of them.
Oh man, that's
still
funny.
on the sprue. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
that
I know. I've got
that's something I get better at. Just throwing away.
Just toss them. I should just toss them, but I feel so weird about doing it. I don't know why.
Someone's asking me about the Fat Fox.
Oh, that's the
the Buggyra,
semi.
the Tamiya semi you got behind you.
Oh yeah. I was like, what's a Fat Fox? No, it's just there. I didn't finish putting electronics in because I was going to run on a carpet track locally, and right when I got it done, they shut down. So they must not have wanted me there. But I heard that one of the other tracks here nearby is running them, so I may actually put it together and go out and run it. So, but yeah.
Come and say hi to the people. Say hi to the people. Come up here. Jump.
Is it another cat?
I got the dog here.
Yeah.
Oh, you got your dog.
Now everybody's now everyone's freaking out.
I can see you, Matt, fine. I lost Josh.
Did you have Matt's
bigger.
frozen video on your technical difficulties bingo card, Rich? Because
I'm not frozen, Josh.
Actually,
it's you.
Josh. Dude,
it's totally you. We're both fine.
Fine.
We're
both fine.
You know, it's got to be me. I don't know what the hell is happening because every time I get on with you guys, everything goes bad.
It's true. You always break everything.
I see someone asking me for a 9-tooth pinion for a junior rock racer. I can't help you on that part. I don't know what to tell you on that. I wish I could. I don't have that. So, I'll tell you guys too. I actually during Axial Fest Badlands, I was out shooting the video for this Gladiator.
Right.
So myself and a buddy actually did the stunt driving, and Brian Nunez. I think you guys both know Brian.
Yep.
He actually shot and edited the video. He also was the one who did the laser nut.
I know. I talked to him about it afterwards because we've got another little project going on, and we were having a quick conversation about that. And I told him how great a job he did because that video was amazing. That was one of the better videos I think I've seen in a while.
Yeah, he's getting really good at it. You know, Brian's been with us for a long time. He started out as basically a team assistant. He was kind of helping us like build cars and helping the team manager pack boxes to go to races, things like that while he was in school. And then it's funny, he tells a story about how he thought it was like he got the best job ever. The first week he was there, we had one of the guys retired. So we went to a go-kart track and had a retirement party. We had like 2 other things that had never happened in like the 10 years that I had been there as far as fun stuff to do. And he's like, this is the best job ever. You know? And he always came in with a smile every single day. You know what's cool is that he's bounced around. He's done design work, product development, marketing, social media, you know.
Even just since Horizon bought Axial.
He floated into the Axial realm for a little while too.
You know, we started working with Brian pretty quickly after that because he kind of took on that role of dealing with media people.
Yeah.
And at that time, it was just like there was projects in the Axial pipeline, previous to to the acquisition. And then as soon as the acquisition happened, like all of those ones that were like almost ready, they were just like, here you go. Which was like, God, it was the Honcho, SCX-10-2 Honcho,
yeah.
the CRC Jeep, the Wraith 19,
Jeep. Yep.
Yeah, 2017 Jeep, the Wraith 19, the Deadbolt,
right.
the SCX-10-2 Deadbolt.
Right. What else? Did we have the SCX-24?
Blazer?
Oh, the Blazer. The Blazer was actually the first one.
The Blazer.
Yeah.
But it was just like those 5 vehicles, and it was within a pretty short span, but we got one of each of those for, release videos and things like that. But it was just like, that was actually what it seemed like almost every time we were working with it, it was just like Brian was in a different spot. He's like, now he's over here. Now he's doing it.
Yeah, he's kind of bounced around. He's a really creative person.
Yeah.
So he tends to bounce around a little bit and comes up with good ideas on lots of different things. So right now they've got him doing the video work, and he's handling all the licensors. So he handles contacting everybody, working with everybody, getting the contracts signed up and lined up and all that good stuff. So
yeah, it was it was. I just remember like that was actually kind of what made Monthly Mayhem happen, because you can only get so many SCX-10-2s to do videos of.
Right.
And
before you're kind of like, okay,
you're just like,
it's a different. Just got one of these, but here's a different one.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Hey, someone's asking about the gate markers, why we don't make them anymore. Or coming with the SX-10-3, if they're made by a different vendor that was making the other vehicle. So that's why they're not coming in there. I think anything SCX-10-2 based probably still has them, and they'll probably still be coming with them. So the Honchos, the Deadbolts, and I think the Builder's Kit.
If anybody needs any, though,
you
know who to call.
Well, those are half Pro Line.
Yeah, there's Pro Lines in here, but there's a lot of Axials as well.
I will. Mine are at the office. I will bag shame you. Gate marker collection.
Yeah, but
because at some point I think I just started throwing them away.
Yeah. You won't throw away a parts sprue that you're never going to use, but a gate marker, a functional part. No, got it.
I don't need this.
Can't keep this. Can't keep this thing.
Yeah, lots of that stuff.
Well, Rich, go ahead. What were you going to say there?
No, nothing. Go ahead.
I'm curious now. What were you going to say?
Oh, I was wondering if you guys got your goodie bags from Axial Fest Badlands.
No, I didn't get the patches this year because I didn't go.
Oh, well, I know that actually I thought they were sending them out to people that were signed up to go to the Donner event.
Oh.
And I think they sent goodie bags to all those pre-registered people. So those guys should be.
I'm not ever pre-registered because we're vendors.
I've never registered for an event.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys have juice. You guys should be able to get something. I got some extra patches here. Look, I got.
All right, yeah, I want the patches.
I got a patch for you.
Send me a patch. That's all I care about. Thank you very much for spoiling the spoilers and showing off the Gladiator tonight.
Yeah.
That's really very kind
I'm looking forward to the video. Where'd you guys shoot the video at?
I don't want to say just because I don't know if we were totally allowed to.
Oh, cool.
I think it was okay, and I don't think they would mess with us. But it's one of those things. People will figure it out. You'll see as soon as you watch the video, you'll fully understand.
Interesting.
Most people will be able to figure out where it was.
Area 51,
Toledo, Ohio.
Yeah,
at the manufacturing plant. It's on the factory floor.
It was a bit of a drive, and it was hot. It was super hot, but it was
Death
pretty
Valley
epic.
then.
It was very close to there. Actually, very close to there.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Tell it wasn't this week.
No, 130 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Wow,
No, thank you.
That's nuts.
It's been like 110 down here these last couple days, so
gross.
It's crazy hot. But no, thanks for having me on. I don't mind. I like coming and BSing with you guys, and yeah, I always keep thinking the show's going to be done, but every Wednesday I come on and you guys are still there.
Yeah, right. Getting your happy year into this thing already.
You can't turn us off because we're the ones who turned it on.
Exactly.
Right. So, well, cool.
All right,
I appreciate the time.
Thank you very much for
Good
joining us
stuff.
again. Always
All
a
right,
pleasure.
guys. Cool. See you guys later.
You
Later.
bet. Have a good one.
Matt, I'm going to redo your call and hopefully
Okay.
try and fix your feed.
It's not my feed that's broken,
It's your
Josh.
feed. I'm almost positive.
If Rich and I were both able to have a great conversation without you, I'm just saying. One of three in the call. I'm going to end that call, and we'll just wait for Josh to come back. And there he is. Let's hope it works this time.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. I'm not getting any video.
Yeah, yours popped up for me at least.
Of course
so.
it did. All right. Well, at least I'm back on your channel.
Right. You can just go. You can just show your own face on yours, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess I could just go me. No, I'll keep your S logo. Still working there. So you're nice and like it's like what Josh would be like if Josh were here, but that's okay.
Right.
That's weird. I wonder what happened with that.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be
kind of
one of our live streams. What you know what happened? What'd you do?
Well, I kind of have an idea. For some reason, the light on my C920 is not showing. Not 100% sure why.
That's probably because it's not plugged in or something.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure. But
did you turn it on and off again?
Have you tried turning it off back on again?
Oh shit! I just dropped my brand new run cam, which I haven't even used yet.
I dropped mine from 100 feet in the air and it still worked just fine.
Oh, cool! That's great. I actually, well, Josh, you can see me, right?
I can.
Okay, well, I'm not going to show everybody then because it'll give away my new arrow kit. Or would it?
Would it? So did you make it out of wood?
Well, touch wood.
Did you make it out of wood?
No.
Are you going to be lucky if you touch your truck?
I didn't make it out of wood. Or did I? Or would I? Anyway, I made a mount for the run cam, and it sits perfectly in the front of the truck, right where I took out the Mercedes-Benz logo. So we're going to actually get some FPV-style views of these speed runs for next week, which will be pretty cool, I think.
That is fairly cool. I will agree.
Style points.
I want to do something. I'm gonna do a window capture here.
All right, see if that works.
And let's see, where's VLC?
I love how people, like, in the comments, people are like, there's no freezing on Josh's page. It's like, no, I know, but this is the internet, and his broadcast that you're seeing on his feed is coming out of a different camera. When we converse on Skype, it's different.
I was thinking that I could, for some reason, VLC won't work as a window capture, which is interesting. I remember you ran into that.
Oh, yeah. I did try that. It wouldn't work.
But
curiouser and curiouser.
So this, which I'm showing on my feed, is the this is the incident.
I can't believe you're showing it, and you're not gonna let people on my feed watch it. You're a scumbag.
Oh, you know what I could do? How about that? How about that? Did that work?
Oh, I see something. Hang on. Let's see if it'll refresh on the feed here. Stand by. I don't know if this is your screen sharing, right?
Yes.
Stand by. No, it's not working.
It didn't work?
No.
That's
Crumbs.
too bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if
I'm showing it anyway.
Yeah. Josh, you should go over to his feed. He's going to show the incident where he drove his car into his foot. It sounds so ridiculous.
It does. It's better with audio, but I'm not going to give you the audio.
No, because then you'll hear him go,
Yeah. So this would be me going down to the end of the road. You can see that the camera's sitting on the curb, which is good. Now you can see the ash coming up from behind the vehicle.
Oh, I think I can actually, hold on. I think I can get your shared screen here. Hold the phone. Stand by. Yes, it's working.
All right.
But
one more time here.
Let me adjust it. There we go.
Playback. I think I can do a
playback.
I think I can do a much slower speed even.
So you can see the car coming at us.
So this will be at the slowest. This will be at the that slowest DLC will let me. Oh, that VLC will let play this at.
And
let me play this at.
Oh God.
And that's when it hit my foot. And that's when it hit my foot. And this is the evidence. This is the evidence of my foot. Which,
wow. You borked it real good.
Yeah.
That
sure did.
That is
sure did.
Permanently. It's really hard to get it's really hard to get that back. Right? Like, why is it all of a sudden super quiet? Looks like we lost Josh, so I'm going to try calling him back. We lost you there for a second. Oh God, it's not my fault. Okay. Good job.
It's just this little twitch at the end, and it just went up sideways, and then like I didn't even have it. There wasn't even enough time when things got squirrely before I just really took it to my foot.
Yeah. I hope that you share on Instagram the aftermath and everyone gets to see how bruised your foot is. I mean, it's not often that people take objects to their limbs at that speed.
No, but just the mass that's behind this truck. Like, I feel like if it was almost any other vehicle I have at top speed.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry that you hurt yourself.
And honestly, at this point, I was like, oh, I felt like my ice pack was, had thawed fully. But then because I took the towel off of it, and then I realized, like, oh, no, it's still cold. I just can't feel anything on my foot. So that's good.
Jeez. Well, I think that's probably as good a place as any to end this one.
I think so as well.
Another nice product release announcement from our friend Rich over at Axial /Horizon /everywhere. Very cool to see that Gladiator. Hope that we get those on the channels so we can give them a good once over and give it a go. That wheelbase is going to be fun.
Yes. So Joe's asking me for my gate marker collection. No, you can't have my gate marker collection. It's been carefully curated over like 13 years.
Yeah, that's fair too. That's why it just keeps multiplying down here. Anytime there's a gate marker, I just pop it in that bag and never touch it again, but we'll never get rid of them.
Exactly. So
it's just how it goes.
Yes, let's call this one for tonight.
Thank you everybody for watching.
Elevate my appendage.
And thanks for all the kind words about me winning for 1 week. I don't think you can count on that happening every time. Josh is going to figure out what he's doing wrong eventually, with or without my help.
With or without your help. Matt was telling me, he's like, oh, I'm so nervous. I was like, your silence was deafening.
I know.
I knew you were trying to hold it in.
I know. If I told you that I'd only gone 2 miles per hour faster, you'd be out there in a heartbeat.
I know.
You would have done everything to try to get it faster. I know you would have. So that's why I didn't say anything.
I know.
Usually, like in the previous challenge, I don't think we shared at all. I think it was all a surprise, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part.
I feel like it was.
But so. I mean, I had also sort of very early on kind of resigned that I probably wasn't going to beat you. I just didn't have the...
You didn't have a 3D printer at the time even.
No, I didn't have a 3D printer, but that's not even... aside from all that, I just didn't have the mechanical wherewithal to kind of do it. This time's different.
Yes. You're coming around.
I'm coming around to it. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you again next week for Monthly Mayhem, obviously Wednesday morning, 8 a.m. Otherwise, there will be other stuff. I've got other videos in the pipeline, and we'll see you again soon.
Yes. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye. Done.